So let's start. Time. Hi, judges. It's my pleasure to be here and serve coffee for you. I've always been thinking what's the key factor to make the best cup of coffee. Today, I would like to share my conclusion with you. It's evenness. Even roast degree and even extraction yield will give coffee a more balanced acidity and sweetness and more distinct flavors. Let's start from roasting. During the roasting process, the color difference is always existed between the surface and the interior part of coffee beans. The surface will get more direct heat, end up with a darker roaster and a dry distillation flavor, like smoky and burnt. At the same time, the interior part tends to retain an enzymatic flavor, like floral and fruity. The bigger color difference gives coffee a wider flavor spectrum. Dry distillation flavor will easily outmatch all the enzymatic flavor. I ground the coffee with a hand grinder and saved all the particles into 5 different sizes. After testing on a roast color track, I found that the particles over 800 microns will have a darker roast degree and taste more bitter. So I decided to give away all the particles over 800 microns, leaving the rest on a more even roast degree that will make the coffee flavors focused on enzymatic and the sugar brownie flavor category. Therefore, I can bring more fruity and sweet notes. Next step is extraction. Brewing also brings uneven extraction. First, because the upper layer is brewed with cleaner water and a higher temperature, it has a higher extraction efficiency than the bottom part of coffee bed. This will lead to uneven extraction. So I will use a needle to stir the coffee bed gently. The final shape will make it thinner and minimize the difference in extraction yield between upper and bottom part of coffee bed. Second, unevenness also comes from size distribution of coffee particles. Please look at the picture. If the size distribution is not highly uniform, even with the same extraction yield, different particle size will lead to totally different flavor notes and could bring many flawed categories like sharp acidity and bitterness. Saving out the particles over 800 microns can make my coffee grounds more uniform in sizes. Therefore, I can bring more distinct flavor and balanced taste. Today, I will use 50 grams coffee with all the particle size smaller than 800 microns. Water temperature at 99 degrees Celsius to brew my coffee. Small particle size and higher water temperature will achieve a more even extraction and a higher extraction yield, which will result in much richer sweetness. The glass V60 dripper have higher ridges. Together with the non-woven fabric filter cloths, we can get a much faster flow rate. It only takes 80 seconds to drain out the brewing water. This can bring more clarity to the final cup. I will use 50 grams water, center pour for 35 seconds brew. In this way, I can have more water reach the bottom part of the coffee bed from the beginning. This can increase the extraction yield of bottom part and achieve similar extraction yield between upper and the bottom part of coffee bed. In my second pour, still center pour, until all the coffee bed is soaked in water, and then I will start to circle pour with greater water flow. Stop at 240 grams. Keep more water in dripper can help to extract more flavor substance and have longer aftertaste. I added 100 ppm magnesium ions to 1 liter of pure water. This can bring more brighter and lively acidity to the final cup. Okay. The coffee I'm using today is from Alida Estate of Panama. All the coffee are planted and harvested at 1955 meters above sea level. The cherries are hand-picked to achieve same ripeness. The pulp was removed, slow dry for 24 days. It's a honey processed geisha. Together with my brewing method, we can get more distinct citrus and cherry notes with a pleasure juicy mouthfeel. Before you taste the coffee, let me share the flavor notes with you. Please swirl the server 3 times before you assess the aroma, and then I will pour the coffee into the cup for you. Please drink directly using the cup. For aroma, you will find medium raisin, plum, apricot, and the jasmine floral. For flavor, when hot, you will taste cherry, orange, and the raisin. When it's warm, cherry, orange, and the Earl Grey tea. When it's cold, lemon, and the black tea. For aftertaste, when hot, you will feel black tea. When it's warm, Earl Grey tea and the lingering sweetness in finish. And when it's turned cold, lemon. The coffee has a medium to high acidity, and the quality is soft, vivid, and bright. Citric acid and the tartaric acid, like orange and the green grape, when warm, and becomes a very fresh lemon when cold. For body, medium weight, and unbelievable juicy and the smooth mouthfeel from warm to cold. To save the cost particle, control the shape of coffee bed, brewing time and the temperature, all the efforts to achieve a cup of more evenness and higher extraction yield coffee. That's why the coffee is structured, very sweet, and ripe orange when warm, and becomes a very bright lemon tea when cold. So 3 times and assess aroma, please. 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 Okay. Thank you. Okay. Judges, evenness is a very basic but important concept. People tend to ignore it and focus on neutrals. If you fully understand the concept and apply it on roasting, particle size, and brewing, you can get a cup of nice coffee very easy. Please try it. Please. 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 Thank you for your time. I'm Lee from China. Thai.